Okay, let's begin. Quick recap. Uh, After the investigation of the cave and learning more about the plans of the cult of the dragon, and then killing Furlam Mondath in the process, looting 3 dragon eggs, and Larae's departure, the Millers must now decide where to go next in tracking down the cult of the dragon and preventing Tiamat from entering the world. And at this time, 2 days have passed since the events of the cave. That means you guys have a downtime of 2 days, and we have to sort out the gold on what did you do during the 2 days of downtime. Let's start with tomorrow.
Okay.
2 days.
So
What did tomorrow?
For tomorrow, after like finding those dragon eggs, I think she would just be, mostly like lazing around, probably, drinking. Like on her first day, she'd just, be drinking and merrymaking, and then probably on her second day, she would try to have a go at her trident, killing some rats and really just animals, no humans, just so that she can try to see if she can make it work.
Okay.
And then
So for tomorrow's second day, for the first day as you were drinking, how's your lifestyle? Where were you sleeping during the 2 days? Was tomorrow doing?
I would say that she's probably staying at a very quite a comfortable inn. She likes soft beds and fancy rooms.
Yeah. So for 2 days, so from that inn, you could deduct two gold for your modest stay in the inn, and for your drinking expenses. You also lost. Let's roll me a d4, and the result would be the amount of silver you spent
Okay.
on drinks.
So that's
So-
2 silver.
Yeah. So 2 gold, 2 silver, and for the trident, that would make you roll me a d4 on how many rats tomorrow could have killed in the process.
500.
D4. Gusto mo talaga umabot ah.
4. Yes. Throw off the rats.
4 additional
4.
rats. So ilang souls na yun?
Okay.
The soul counter now on the trident shoots up to. So that's soul counter on that.
Wait, let me edit.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 2. Okay, you also deduct 1 more gold pala for the training also. It's an extra day.
Okay.
That's 1 training.
May edit ba directly yung soul counter?
Oh no, I'll just edit. I have.
Okay. Okay.
And then the souls, you said 4, diba?
4.
Okay. So the soul counter now just shoots up to 620 souls. Right? Tama ba? 616 ba yung sa'yo?
Yep.
Yeah. So that shoots up to 620 souls. And for the training of your trident, in order to use it without disadvantage, you're gonna have 247 more days to train with that trident. So that's tomorrow's 2-day downtime. Caldruin, how about you? What did he do in his 2-day downtime?
I think given how yung immediate mission niya, which was to interrogate what's his face, the dragon.
Furlam Mondath? Cyan Rat.
Rezmir.
Oh, Rezmir. Okay.
Yeah, tama. Si Cyanrat.
Yeah, Cyan Rat.
Because he died, we didn't get any info from him. So I think for next 2 days he'd go around probably the library or even back to Governor Nighthill to try and parang research a bit more about the cult, and then probably ask around about the person will be meeting up in El Torel, which is on
On
Tarfroom.
Tarfroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
you
think he'll just
could.
be researching the entire time.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, and how is the expenses of Caldruin on those 2 days?
Oh, modest. So that's 1 gold, I think.
So
per
that's
day.
minus 2 gold, yeah. So you could deduct 2 gold for your modest lifestyle while you do digging on the cult. And you could roll me, yeah, your quick history check from all your digging around during 2 days, talking to Governor Nighthill, asking for information regarding Ontarfroom and whatnot.
History. Okay. Oh my goodness, 8.
So as for an 8, regarding the Cult of the Dragon is you didn't gain anything new. As in the information that you received from the cave and what your party has now is sufficient to give you sufficient information. The things that you asked around are already redundant in your case and not gonna be useful or nothing new. And as for Ontarfroom's case, you just read that somewhere that he is part of the Order of the Gauntlet. He is a distinguished member of the Order of the Gauntlet, and he isn't that well shady or well hidden. He likes to show himself to the public. He is very open toward people, and yeah, he's gonna be easily to spot. When you see him and walking down the street, basically. He's not a hard person to find. That's what happened for Caltruin, being a member of Order of the Gauntlet. So, yeah, that's the 2-day downtime of Caltruin, right there. Next, how about the people from the prince and the bodyguard? Your 2 days.
Sir, I am a knight.
The knight. I stand corrected. The prince and the knight, the right hand knight.
Yeah, we spent the 2 day going around the museum and the library and other. Did I say mga hindi ko alam. Baka meron na bang parang mga
All the what?
class na tavern to look for connections and new information about the cult.
Okay. And how was your 2 days expense on your downtime?
We'd say high kasi we had to attend we had to spend for the parties to look like befitting.
Okay, yeah, since you are a prince, that's mostly like aristocratic. So both of you have to reduce 20 gold each. So that's
Damn.
aristocratic lifestyle right there. Obviously, you slept.
Hoard naman.
Yeah, afford. Sana all.
Oh, that's 10 gold each, right?
Yeah, that's 10 gold. So for Carsol, that's 20 gold for 2 days. And Elion, that will be 20 gold for 2 days. So remove 20 gold on your character sheet. Since you lived an aristocratic lifestyle and through your talks with the higher nobles and rich folk in Greenest, along with Governor Nighthill, because he's gonna accommodate you fully since you are of royal nobility. The information is the same as with Caldruin. Nothing new on the Cult of the Dragon except for the raid in Greenest and the outside. provinces. But you both have favor, with Governor Nighthill, since you are also in a position in your country to make changes, and Governor Nighthill is still pushing toward his membership with the Lord's Alliance organization.
Oh yeah.
And he is also putting that good word to you as the prince. So after the 2 days have passed and all of you did your downtime activities, you all convened back in the outside one of the. This is basically like the 14th day of Mirtul, and you all meet in this open eatery just outside the castle in Greenest. You guys are. All your notes are on the table. You have the sketches of Larae and the sketches of Larae on the fountain of seeing the statue of Tiamat along with the elemental dragons and with the cultists worshipping, and just right below like 5 adventurers fighting. It's like a hieroglyph depiction of some sort of story. That's what Larae sketched and left for you before she departed with the Emerald Enclave. And also along with that, on the notes on the table is you have the option of going to El Turel, which is to talk to this Ontar Froom, which Leosin Erlanthar suggested you go after investigating the cave, or another map that shows the town of Beregost, which is also which was what you found inside Furlam Mondath's chambers, and the note that says everything must be shipped to Castle Neritar. So basically you have those notes, and just right underneath the table you have the 3 dragon eggs, in which by now, at this time, it's gonna be 1 day left before they hatch, and you might get 3 dragons.
Oh, speaking of, could I have also researched about a bit about dragons and how to, if there's any record of how to take care and I guess domesticate dragons.
Okay, you could roll me again on one of your history checks on during your downtime, as you have an 8 earlier. That was for the information on the Cult of the Dragon.
My goodness, 12.
Yeah, for a 12, you managed to read up and know how to handle them at a certain degree. Not very proficient yet, but the notes here in Greenest is not that well kept as compared to bigger cities with the bigger libraries. So you only have the base knowledge on what to feed them, which happen to be 5 pounds of meat a day, and for a growing dragon, a young one, and then around 5 pounds of meat a day and 3 gallons of water a day. So that's their dietary. And since you rolled a 12, you will have. I'll give you advantage on animal handling once they hatch. So you have an edge, while the rest of the party will have a disadvantage since they're not keen on raising dragons yet.
Okay.
So Caldron will have an advantage on animal handling on the dragon. Okay. Yeah. So you are now in the table, and you are all of 4 of you are to decide what's the next course of plan. Will you be going to El Turel to inform Ontar Froom of the developments in the cave, head to Beregost, or look for this Castle Neritar?
I think we should investigate the castle.
Oh, which one, sorry?
Castle Neritar.
Castle Narrator. Oh, which one is that again? I mean,
Castle Neritar, you just wrote it from the notes. You don't have like a location where it is, as compared to El
Oh,
Turel.
okay.
And Berigos is just, again, just like a scribble note that you guys found in the cave.
which is another town. Like,
Yeah, which is another town, like
Greenest.
El Turel. Yeah.
So for tomorrow, she peeks up, like when she hears castle, and she goes like, "Did somebody say castle? That seems interesting." So she just sort of like nods along as she like thinks of the things that could be inside.
Um, I don't recall if we've ever told you guys yet, talking to Carsol and Elion, but before we went on our little quest towards the cave, we had a mission from someone to investigate basically and report back to El Turel. And if I'm remembering correctly, think I think the timing is really tight, meaning that we'll have to go as soon as we can. And also, then I point towards the eggs. We have that, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't think we can. Does anyone know how to even take care of that?
We agree to your priorities, so we just follow your lead now. Since maybe the one in Alpharel is more important, and since we don't know where the castle is yet, we just go with you.
Yeah. Also, the trip to Ulturel I think takes at least a week, tama ba?
Yes.
Or 10 days.
6 days. 6 days on
days.
horse. 7 days
Yeah,
on
so-
foot.
I think if we plan on carrying these eggs, we might need a carriage, or at least some horses, so we don't have to drag these along. If we're not, leaving it to Governor Nighthill to take care of.
Is there someone in this town that rents or sells carriages? Maybe we can purchase one.
And
Most likely, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
and as the party you guys are still discussing, you hear a voice, like a real loud voice from around the east portion, is still far, and says, "Wait, wait!" You see this familiar face running toward the table, and once he arrives, you notice it's Governor Nighthill, and he's just panting because he tries to chase down, and he coughs because he ran from the castle keep down to you, and he gathers his breath, and 3 breaths was enough, and he continues, and he goes, "Glad everyone hasn't left, the millers haven't left, and it's good, because let me catch my breath. If you guys are planning to leave the town of Greenest, I want you guys to know Leosin left you guys with a carriage and horses, well, except for the rations and food, water for your travels. Basically, everything's paid. You don't need to just try to buy it. Just wanted to know. Just wanted to tell you everything for that. Yeah. Can I drink this extra mug of ale before I run back to the keep and do my my duties as a governor? And he just grabs it and just drinks it halfway through.
I snicker at Governor Nighthill for panting, and because we're still here sitting down drinking, and here it comes thinking we're off to somewhere already. So then I'm gonna greet him and ask and say thank you, and then ask or I'll tell him about what happened in the cave, how we met these two, Karsol and Elian, and that we picked up a few peculiar items. Then I'm gonna open the bag and just let him peek through it, and that tell him that we don't really know what to do with these yet.
And he looks over the bag and notices, oh, dragon eggs. I don't have any experience on dragon eggs, but better you bring those out of town as well. And he looks over and sees Karsol, and he nods his head out of respect to a prince from as royalty to royalty, some person in position as well. And have you guys decided where to go next?
We let Catherine decide.
Actually, we were just about to decide on that until he came, panting. Then I snicker again. Then I looked to Tomorrow and Elian. If you guys don't have anything else urgent or more urgent, then I think Elturel is our next stop. Since everything's set, we have the carriage. We just, I think, need to buy some supplies for the journey.
That's good to hear as well. If you want supplies, I guess you're familiar with one of the merchants that you saved in town, and he just points his shoulder, and overlooking, you could see just right behind him is Linan Swift. She's one of the general merchants, very favorable on my end, and as well, I would highly recommend her when you're looking for general supplies in case of your travels, food or water, I suppose. And if you're looking for weapons and anything armor related, you could go down the road, and he points out to one of the areas toward this location right there. Just one right there. And yeah, he points over to that direction, and that is like the blacksmithing place. And he continues, it's Hammer and Tongs. It's one of the tieflings that started a business here after the rebuilding of the town. So you could check him out rather, in that. And he looks over and continues. He looks over at Tomorrow, and he continues. The end of the month of Mirtul is coming. I'm expected as well to pay back the halfling that owes that I paid for your trident. He looks over at Tomorrow with that, with a little bit of like this puzzled look of certain disgust, yet just certain disgust on what transpired on the purchase of the trident.
So at this, Tomorrow just smiles at him, like a small flirty smile, and then she goes like, "Do take care of Featherrock, will you? He's such a nice guy. Wouldn't want to be late on your payments now." So also at this, we actually, before we decided where to go, we actually heard about a castle, and then she looks at Koldruin, and then what's the name again? I forgot.
Castle Neritar.
Castle Neritar. What can you tell us about this place? Do you know where it is?
Governor Nighthill suddenly stares like blank in the air, and you could see his thinking face, his forehead scruffed up, thinking about, and he just responds, "Haven't heard of it. That might be a new castle. I'm not quite familiar with that. Haven't seen or heard any castle Neritar. Maybe in this proximity, in Greenest down south. No, it's not. Could be not down here. Maybe up north. That's just my guess."
Did I notice that they made that face?
Oh yeah. You all notice this is trying to think deeply on all this, like information regarding the land down south in the Greenest proximity. Yeah. No Castle Neritar here.
Very, very sad. So at this, Tomorrow like clings in a little closer, and she crosses her arms. And well, now that we'll be taking these little dragon eggs out of your way, maybe you can help us cut a good deal on some meat. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want small little baby dragons ravaging your town, right?
Oh my god.
Roll me intimidation. Roll me intimidation for Tomorrow.
Intimidation. Wait, no. Oh, damn it.
And with that attempt of trying to intimidate, Governor Nighthill just scoffs over and says, "No, I am not afraid. We've been ready before. And let me remind you, we've already managed to survive the raid, and these three small dragons will not be enough to
I'm gonna
burn
cut
down
him off.
this
Say,
town again."
I'm pretty sure Tomorrow is just teasing you. Then I throw a glance at Tomorrow, and well, anyway, we appreciate all the help you've given us so far, and all the help you hopefully provide us in the future, as will we. And I offer my mug to him as a thanks. So, why don't you settle down a bit? You're still, I think. Why don't you catch your?
Then he,
Can I talk to the governor?
Sorry, what was that, Yan? It's echoing a little bit.
You can just speak with on Carlos' mic. That's fine.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you, Governor, for your
Nag-cut off ka, yan.
Yeah.
Please be rest assured that we will raise these dragon eggs right, and to do so we do need some supplies such as meat. And other things that you may be able to help us with so that these dragons won't be a hassle to your town and be a asset to the kingdom of Am.
So at this tomorrow like stands up, or she like she goes over to the bag where they're hiding, and then she goes, "You're gonna grow up big and strong, little firefly, and I hope you don't burn this town down. You're gonna be such a good little boy."
Yeah. So Caldruin and Elion. You're gonna say something, Elion?
Roll ano ba yan? Charisma. Hindi, ano yung persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion. Caldruin and Elion. Yeah, I was gonna say about that. You could both roll persuasion since you've calmed down, managed to calm down Governor Nighthill.
Oh my god. I rolled an 8. A 4 plus 4, 8.
No, that's
Go yan.
that's perception. Persuasion.
Oh, thank you.
Damn it.
Oh shit, it's versus minus 1. Okay.
Galingan nyo.
Persuade.
Wait, asan na ba yung roll? I can't
Not
see the roll.
16.
Yeah. How about
Yan.
Elion? Yan. Yeah. You can roll persuasion.
Oh, also for good measure, I try to use my Helm of Telepathy in case Governor Nighthill is hiding in vital information.
Actually, you don't really need to. Well, from the usage of the helm, yeah, Governor Nighthill isn't that shady. Maybe you may have heard him looking down upon the people of Greenest, peasants, calling them at that, insults. I assure even tomorrow and Caldruin and yesterday already heard him before calling them like derogatory terms. So that's I guess in terms of dirt on Governor Nighthill with your helm of telepathy, it's you know your basic bureaucratic political status type of insults right there. But any vital, like anything hiding regarding the cult of the dragon or any scam or evil intentions, nothing. No side. So with your result on the persuasion, with the persuasion check, yeah, Governor Nighthill clanks the mug of ale with Caldruin, nods at Elion and says, maybe we could work things out, yes, especially on the supplies that you need in your travels. Again, just give my word to Linan Swift. Maybe we could work a deal out with that in terms of payment on the meat. Maybe a goodwill gesture, and yeah, maybe I could leave you guys to it to set up. And once again, thank you for saving the town. And I really do hope, with this cult, you may able to stop them and avoid any more further raids in any other town.
Oh,
We thank you kindly, Governor, in your debt.
You're welcome. And Governor Nighthill, just walks away and leaves you guys to it again. You guys are now alone again on what you guys will be doing next.
I think. What time is it? Do we know?
At this point, it's roughly midday, around noon, past noon at this point.
Okay.
Wait, no, maybe approaching noon. There we go, approaching noon time.
Oh, okay. Then we still have half the day to prepare. If we leave tonight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I don't know what time you guys are gonna be leaving town. You could guys talk about it.
What say you guys? You want to leave tonight or tomorrow morning? since I assume you guys are going out to buy supplies and whatnot.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so tonight. What about you tomorrow?
Well, I guess I'm tagging along. Gotta take care of a little firefly over here once he grows up.
Okay, then I'll leave the shopping of, or the purchasing of meat for, I don't know, I feel like that's about to hatch anytime soon, within, I don't know, a day or two, so can I leave that to you then?
To me? So she like looked around the table. To me.
I mean, just for the supplies, for the meat and whatnot, I don't know.
Oh, the supplies. Well, surely.
I mean, supplies to feed then I whisper, the draglings or whatever you call them.
Hatchlings.
Hatchlings.
Drag.
Draglings. Dragoons. Draglings. I don't know.
So tomorrow then just like nods.
Perhaps it would be better to be under my care.
Yeah, if you'll have them.
Like nods and like looks like weirdly at the ano tawag dito? The questionable morality of this tiefling.
Yeah, well, we can all take turns taking care of it, I guess. But I'm just concerned about who's buying what.
Yes,
So-
yes, I'll take care of the food.
Like,
Okay. Alright, then we convene by the stable, where I assume the carriage will be.
Yeah. The carriage is ready by the stable, yeah. So the party will be split up doing errands, preparing for the trip to El Torel, which will take 6 days on horse, on horse. And yeah.
Is it one carriage? Yeah, just carriage with the horse, that's it.
Yeah, carriage with horse. It's a big carriage. Yeah, it could fit
Okay.
supplies and on that. As a DM, I would want to know, if ever, who can operate the carriage, who has proficiency in driving.
Oh damn, okay.
Me? So nakikita. Ano yun? What is that in here?
I don't think there is like a proficiency in driving.
it's
in this area.
it's a tool.
Yo,
It's in the tool,
Tool.
the character sheet. Yeah,
tools.
it's how you handle the carriage. It's for example, when you're gonna turn, tight turns. When
Wash mo na ako, Jimmy.
yeah, is there anyone with driving? Because
Not really, no.
so no one is. So okay, it's fine. Anyone can drive the carriage.
All I
It's just-
have is proficiency with your choice of smith's tools, brewer, or mason tools. That's it.
Oh yeah,
And stone cutting.
yeah. If it's not the part in the proficiency in languages, it's then yeah. Basically, no one is very. When you say driving in D&D, it's more on the capability of maneuvering such a carriage or a vehicle when it comes to chase, combat. So basically, if no one is proficient in driving, that means when you turn a carriage in a chase, then you have the higher chance of toppling over the carriage instead of doing like this Tokyo drift sharp turn maneuver. That's the difference if you are proficient in driving or not.
Okay.
Just straight up. So since no one is, you could just talk about it when you guys reach to the carriage on who will be driving the cart. So before, the party's gonna leave the tonight, right? Or
Yep.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so what does the party do now at this point? How does the party go about the rest of the day?
Shopping.
Yeah.
I'll just buy like personal supplies.
Since
Since
the
you said-
mention, yeah. Who
Yes.
will be go? Is everyone going to Linan Swift?
Yeah, but I also want to check out the new
the black
store,
Tongs.
the Tiefling
Yeah,
store, and then I would like to know also if Featherrock is still here.
yeah. Okay.
My boy.
Yeah, boy. So yeah, so everyone goes to Linan Swift, I guess. I assume no one's gonna split up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you start with that. Since I think everyone would like to check out the general store first, and then go to Hammer and Tongs, the blacksmith, the tiefling blacksmith across the road. Yeah. Okay. And for your boy Featherrock, you could ask, you could just inquire if you want. So yeah, so the party now packs up the notes on their table. I forgot to mention the also note when meeting in El Torel is you have 200 gold each once you convey the information to Ontarfu.
Yes, let's go to El
Remember that?
Torel.
Yeah, that's El Torel.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
that's more than enough incentive, I guess, to prioritize that over Beregost or Castle Neritar. So you guys packed in all the notes from the table, Larae's sketch of the statue, the sculpture of Tiamat, the map on El Torel, Beregost, Castle Neritar, and you have your bag of 3 dragon eggs. Then you guys head over just across, or you leave everything first on the table and just go across to talk to Linan Swift.
Just tidy up her stuff, then I'll head over to her and just get some supplies.
Okay,
So-
so you guys
Yeah.
manage to walk over to Linan Swift. She looks at all 4 of you and just welcomes you to her stall. Hello, welcome back, Millers. If I could call you that as well. Is there anything I can do for you, y'all?
We'd like to buy a few things, Linan.
It's linen, not linen. It's
Linan.
It's lean. Yeah.
Miss Swift. Mrs. rather.
Yeah,
Anyway.
my husband's still alive. Yeah.
If I'd like to buy a week's worth of rations for myself, and I assume everyone else, if we have a lot, as we're going on a journey.
Yes, and I was also looking to, get a lot of meat. A lot. Probably 15 times 7. A lot of meat. No, kasi 5 pounds daw per day yung kakainin ng dragons.
And then how
Yeah, so 5 times 7 lang.
Per dragon. So 15.
Oh yeah, we have 3. Fuck. Okay.
Ano? Oh. 15 times 7.
We can cook 2.
105 pounds. Oh, sorry, 105. Yeah, 105 pounds.
There, as he said, 105 pounds of meat.
Para na kayo naging trade caravan, no? Sa importation.
Can we go? I'll check over to the market to see how much the meat costs.
Okay. So Carsol leaves and walks around to the meat is wet goods market. Yeah, meat or wet goods to the random sales clerks of meat. Roll me a perception, Carsol. Yeah, see. Yeah. Quick perception.
Oh.
5.
The rich know nothing.
Yeah, with your privileged background, and you may have, not that keen eye for the streets, since you are born with this golden spoon in your mouth. You know nothing of this, the chaotic nature of the, like, basically imagine a very rich aristocratic person in Divisoria. So you are just confused with all the chaos, and you come back with the party with not really a good concrete information on what the price of meat is. So you go give out different numbers and prices, and yeah, most of the store clerks may have over exaggerated in their costing, because yes, they see you as this rich and very gullible noble person. So some you could hear just charging you 5 gold for 5 pounds. Some go as high as 30 for 5, because they see Carsol as this noble person.
So at this tomorrow, she just like laughs a little, awkwardly. Well, we're looking to get the best deal possible. We do have word from Governor Nighthill, since, well, we're doing him a little favor.
And Mrs. Swift just goes, "Oh, Governor Nighthill. Okay. I can't say no to the heroes of Greenest. What say I give you meat? How much meat do you need?"
105 pounds? Yes, 105.
100. She just gives a smile and laughs, and let me check if I have that huge amount of meat at my disposal.
Well, if we have pigs, maybe we can just take the live pig and chop it up ourselves? If you currently don't have the meat ready.
Okay, then she looks over and looks back. I can charge 3 gold for 1 pound of pig. I also have cow and ox. But when it comes to cows, I charge 10 gold per 1
We
pound.
have chicken.
Chicken, 1 pound of chicken is 2 copper.
Oh, we love chicken so much. Chicken.
And I
chicken,
pass
chicken.
by, and then like, if I may, why don't we just kill some wild boars or bears outside of town, and we can do everybody in town a favor.
Well, we could do that. Or,
How much
But
do you
that's
have?
too-
Swift?
How much of how much?
how much meat?
I have
Chicken.
10 pounds of chicken, and then I have 10 pounds of chicken, 5 pounds of pig, and 3 pounds of cow.
How much ulit?
10 pounds of chicken,
Ay, yung chicken is 2 copper.
2 copper, 1 pound.
Okay.
So I have 10 pounds of chicken, 5 pounds of pig.
Pig is how much?
Pig is 3 gold.
Pati ba naman dito nag-grocery?
Gusto nyo i-account ko pa ng inflation tsaka gas prices?
Horse prices, you mean?
Horse
I
prices.
know the amount of meat the wet market vendors told me.
What's Carson? What?
I told tomorrow the amount of meat the vendors at the wet market were offering me after hearing that they offered the chickens and pigs for like much lower.
Yeah, because tomorrow you've heard when Carsol came back. Yeah, he gave you the information that some vendors are selling pig at Carsol at like 30 gold per pig, per pound of pig.
Okay.
When you say
So the-
pound of pig, it's a live pig or like?
It's chopped up. It's dead.
Okay.
That's just a,
So at this, how much yung pound ng cow?
10 gold, 3 pounds. 3 pounds of cows meron si Linan
Mahal
Swift. How many pounds do you need? 105?
105. Well, how many chickens do you have at home?
And Linan Swift just goes and says, "Oh, why do you want to know?"
Well, it might be a little bit cheaper if we were to take the chickens, because we can cut them up, and we just need a lot of meat at a
And
good price.
she just goes, whoa. You are just 4 individuals. Why do you need 105 pounds? How far are you guys traveling? Or
Very
where?
far.
105. Okay, but all I have is 10 pounds of chicken, 5 pounds of pig, and 3 pounds of cow available today. So that's basically, I have 18 pounds of protein at my disposal. I don't know with the other wet market vendors, but I believe they price higher, as what I've overheard from your noble friend here. My apologies, I haven't met him.
Well, I suppose I'll take the chicken and the pig to start. And how much would a week's ration cost?
Oh.
As your darling friend.
There we go. A ration. Oh, you mean
how many chickens do you have at your farm?
Oh, I can't disclose that because those are live ones and they're not yet for sale. What I have here is just I have 10 pounds available. So that's 10 chickens.
Can I use my charm spell?
Okay.
Suggestion.
Uh-huh.
So you suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you.
Mm-hmm. And is there a save that I have to beat?
Yeah, target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability.
Okay. What's the difficulty that I need to defeat?
Nakalagay mo dito.
What's your DC? Spell DC. Spell save DC.
14.
Yeah, so that's I need to roll 14 or higher. Any lower, you follow the charm spell. Yeah, you just roll.
Chicken.
If they do succeed, they know they're charmed, right? Or someone attempted to charm them.
Yeah, if you fail, they would know that someone attempted to charm them. So yeah, you just roll. Silly throw. Oh, it's a nat 1. So you managed.
Nice.
You managed to charm with your royalty, noble, aristocratic looks. You're like Prince Charming right now in the eyes of Mrs. Swift. Yeah, so and she is charmed, and she just goes, yeah, ooh, nobility. Like, oh, is there anything?
I'll buy all the meat she has on hand for the same amount, but she also sells her livestock for an additional 15 gold at the farm.
Okay, let's do some accounting this time around. You guys will get all 10 chickens, so that's 10 pounds of chicken. And then that's 10 chickens. And then 5 pounds of pig. That's 5 kilos of pork. And then 3 pounds of cow. That's 3 kilos of cow. And then, Carsol, I want you to roll me a D12. Roll me a D12.
12.
Oh, there we go. And then, yeah, outside, she gestures to one of her many attendees just right behind to bring out from her farm the 12 chickens, 12 pounds of chicken on her farm, live ones. There we go.
So long as any one of you can safely butcher livestock, sure.
So this
Also, see, Riavi just went to get water.
okay. So if we are gonna be accounting all the costs, how are you guys will pay? The 5 pounds of pig is 15 gold. The 3 pounds of cow is 30 gold. Then the chicken is 20 copper, and then the plus 12 chicken is 24 copper. So
That's 4 silver and 2 copper, right?
what did you say? 20 copper. 20 copper for 10 chicken, and then 24 copper for the additional 12 chicken. So that's 40
Yeah, so
total
that's
of like 45.
4 silver and 4 copper.
Oh yeah.
Gold and 44
Okay,
copper.
it's 45 gold, 4 silver. Oh, what? 4 silver?
Yeah, 10 copper for a silver.
Oh yeah.
Then 4 copper.
So, ano na yung nangyari? Nabili natin, sorry.
No, yeah, ina-account na lang yung total bill, which is 45 gold. Who would spend 45 gold, 4 silver, 4 copper to reduce that?
We split it in 4. Or 3.
Yeah, I'll offer up. Well, it's even 4, so I'll offer up 10 gold.
Okay, 10 gold for Caldroin.
How much in total ulit? 45?
45 gold, 4 silver, 4 copper.
I will give out 25 gold.
Then I shoulder the remaining.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys now have 30 pounds
So-
of protein.
So Sayuri is 10 gold, 4 and 4. 10 gold, 4 silver, 4 copper.
Okay, 10, 4, 4. Sige.
Okay, and the party has 30 pounds of protein of chicken, pig, cow at your disposal.
So, see, Tomarchi asks, how about rations? Would you still have it? Yeah.
Okay, for rations, I can sell it for a ration that's like a 1-day ration, like a full meal, like packed lunch. I can sell it for 5 silver.
Silver. So,
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
fair
DM.
price.
DM question, like, for rations, is that like one meal literally, or like, is that
One
good enough
day.
for a day?
That's good enough for the whole day. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's almost like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner in one pack. That's one ration.
Alam niyo, wala na tayong pera. Dahil sa bibili tayo, pwede din naman natin ipakain yung mga enemies natin sa mga dragon din.
Yeah, pwede naman. Kulang pa din yung meat either way. Eh.
Send me to the forest, my prince.
Yeah, well, I'll leave it to you guys to handle the dragon, or the meat problem. Anyway, I'll purchase 7 of those rations, please, Miss Swift.
Okay. 7 rations. That will be 35 silver, please. You can reduce 35 silver and add 7 rations on your inventory.
Sorry, you said 35?
35. Yeah.
Okay.
35 silver.
Got it.
Okay. Anything else?
So tomorrow also nuts, and I'd like to take 7 too, please.
Okay. 35 silver, please. Thank you. And as the rations are happening, back in background, some of the handlers were asking the party, where do we bring? Will you be carrying all these 30 pounds of protein? Or do we send this somewhere? Do you have a carriage or a cart?
Oh yes, actually we do. It's just by the stable.
Oh, but the stable in the keep. Okay, got it. So, Linan, Mrs. Swift just indicates to the hand helps to bring the 30 pounds of protein to the stable where the designated cart of the millers is located. So yeah. So Caldruin has his 7 rations. Tomorrow has her 7 rations. How about Carsol and Elliot? You guys are also buying rations?
14 rations.
Okay. You buy 14 rations. That would be 70 silver. Just reduce 17 silver from your character sheet and add 14 rations. There's an item, I know. When you
Okay.
inside inventory. Yeah. You could look it up.
Okay, other gear.
Yeah.
Search ko na.
Yeah, it's there. I know it's there. You can add it to your sheet.
I love shopping episodes.
So have you guys added the rations, the food rations? Everyone done with
Hi.
their food rations?
Oh, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Sorry. I have rations pala. In 10
Oh.
rations.
Oh, then you
Alright.
just had more.
Wala na.
Okay. Well, anyway, I have extra.
Well, at least
Yes.
rations don't expire naman unless you drop it from your bag or something. You know, it's,
Okay.
in this D&D naman, rations don't need refrigeration, expiration, something. You know, you could stay as years long inside your backpack and then just use it, eat it when you are feeling hungry.
Army food.
Yeah, basically it's almost like army food, yeah. Yeah, so as everyone reduced their gold 9, added the rations
Hi.
to their character sheet. Carsol, Elion.
Yeah.
Ah, you guys are done? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Mrs. Swift just continues on and... oh, you don't need to add the 30 pounds of protein. I could just add it myself na lang manually. Since mayroon naman akong tracker for party inventory right here. And so, yeah. Just add the
Okay.
rations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you guys paid for the 30 pounds of protein, does your suggestion, Carsol, use a spell slot? No. Is it cantrip?
Wait lang.
Is it a level 1 spell?
It's a second level spell.
Okay, that takes up a one spell slot.
Okay.
You need to mark it.
Yeah.
Kasi yeah, I had a feeling that's very mm. Okay, so yeah, the 30 pounds of protein are being shipped now toward the stables, and you guys received your rations for the trip. And I assume you guys are now headed to the
To
blacksmith
the
place?
smith.
The smith's place?
Yep.
Off to the place called Hammer and Tongs. Right there. Let me put you guys... Oh, I have my character sheet. So, as you guys make your way across the town, walking to this blacksmithing place, you open the door, and inside you guys see a very quiet and quaint blacksmith place. And let's put you guys inside the blacksmith place. You enter, you are greeted and seen by this tiefling, a man who happened to be of a little bit older age for a tiefling.
Oh, the cutscene is still
As black.
Linan's.
Ah, yeah, hold on. I haven't
Okay.
changed you guys. Right there. So you guys notice like this entering, and you see everything from all the swords, the armor, the heavy plates, the spears, and some of those little bit deadly poisons, deadly vials on the table. You are greeted by this mysterious unknown person yet, and he greets you. He greets you and just says, "Oh, Ikmak, Ipatul, Mirai, Kolisiu." And obviously, every one of you, most of you, or some of you, are new to that kind of language, because everyone roll a history check. Quick history checks. Maybe someone knows or understands that certain language he spoke as you guys.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, how about the rest? Yeah.
I got 12.
Oh, there we go. Then 11 and then 19. Okay. Most of you Sully doesn't, understand the language because except for tomorrow, who rolled the 19. And you understand it tomorrow because that language happens to be infernal. Basically, demon speak.
I
Unless
can speak
you-
infernal.
You can. So as Carsol also. So tomorrow and Carsol can. But for Carsol, you are not that fluent yet, since it's a very cryptic language. So yeah, what it only translates to, as for Carsol and tomorrow, is welcome. My name is Mirai, and this is my humble blacksmith. Is there anything I can do for you?
So see tomorrow she flashes like her pearly whites, and then she like walks up to the table, gives like a big grin, and we're actually just checking things out. Anything interesting you have here, kind sir? So she gives him like a friendly wink.
And then he continues. And for the rest, for Kaldruin and Elion, this is gibberish, but you could hear Tomorrow speak in fluent infernal. And Carsol, right behind this, could understand what the male tiefling is saying. And then Mirai just continues, I have your general wares of armor and weapons. Nothing magical, if that is what you are asking. But I do have two very important, close to heart gears that I could sell, but it might not be in a reasonable price, if that is okay, since these are very rare relics.
Well, let's see it.
Now, as the rest of the party, whatever you could see there is also, you could pick it up and try it out. But most on the tables, from Caldruin's right side to Elion's left side, you have your generic bows, your standard battle axes, your shields, your short swords, you name it. But for Mirai, he looks over back in the counter, and just right behind, he reveals this, brings out this long spear, and then he shows this spear, this long spear, and he continues, this is called the Spear of Compassionate Knots. That is when I ventured deep inside the certain caves and dungeons, cave system, and found this lying around. And the other one I have here, then he lifts again from below the table and lifts this full plate armor, and he says, this is a cloy plate of taverns, as what some people label it. And at this point, I want you guys, everyone make me our Arcana, since both these items are magical in property. I don't know if your characters may have an idea on what these items can do or will do.
I rolled a 9.
I got it.
18.
Oh, so for Carsol and Caldruin, especially Caldruin, at this point, he is just listening to gibberish, like when you're in a foreign land and they're just talking in the local tongue, and you're just in there observing whatever. And you just see this compassionate spear of knots, and you just saw this, just a spear, and especially also the full plate that called the cloy plate of taverns is just there's a full plate armor in your eyes. But for Tomorrow, who rolled really high, you are familiar with this infernal weapons. These are from the Nine Hells, one of the Nine Hells. And Compassionate Spear of Knots, you remember, and you know that upon mastering the usage of this spear, one's wounds inflicted by this spear cause no pain. That's what you remember from this infernal weapon. And the bearer of this spear can change it to a 50-foot rope on will, upon will. That's the Compassionate Spear of Knots. And for the cloy plate of taverns, Tomorrow chuckles a bit when seeing this. It's also another infernal item from the Nine Hells. And the bearer, or the wearer, once you master wearing the full plate, always know the direction of the closest alcoholic beverage. The tavern. And aside from that, you are familiar, Tomorrow is also familiar, that the bearer also can cast Friends once per day. The spell Friends being, it's a more of like an illusionary control spell. Once you master wearing the tavern. But yeah, she chuckles with the thought of, knowing the location of the tavern in alcoholic beverage anywhere.
Well,
So, yeah.
Tomorrow, looks at him, and then she asks, "Well, how much for these lovely items?"
Oh, Mirai gives a sigh and says, "Well, both these items cost 1,000 gold since these are very, very hard to come by. 1,000 gold each.
Magkano ulit na bilhin trident ko?
Wait lang.
5K ata.
I-installment mo na naman ba to?
Shoot. Sagot ko.
Oh, wait. The trident, yung installment mo. You
I think
paid...
it's 5K, right?
Yeah, it's roughly 5k, yeah. You charged 917 gold with 10% interest for 12 months. 917 times 12 plus 10% na yun eh. You said 10% interest with Feather Rocket. So that's 917. Yeah, basically 11,000 gold.
My God.
Okay, mas mahal pa rin. Ay,
Yeah, kasi may with interest, with 10% interest.
mas mahal pa rin eh. Right?
Yeah.
Kasi 1,000 per item here.
Yeah, 1,000.
So, she smiles at him and she says, very tempting, but today I'm actually here to ask a question. So she takes out the trident that she has, and then she asks, would you happen to know anything about this trident?
Then he looks at the trident, touches it, and drops it, returns it to your hand, to Tomorrow's hand. And he goes, "You've also have another infernal item from one of the 9 hells. Interesting. And be careful. If the soul counter reaches 666, you would unleash a prey upon the world. Are you sure you are handled to deal with this kind of power? And you've already, you see the counter says 620, so you've already consumed, this trident has already consumed a couple of souls already. Can you handle what comes after once you reach 666 souls?"
She looks at him and then she asks, what kind of creature are we talking exactly? And then while she's waiting for the response, she just, smiles at the party, nodding. Go look around, you guys. Good places.
Carsol somewhat understands a little bit of regarding the trident. What he can hear from the translation, not loose translations like 666 souls, something in the world, handle certain power. It's broken infernal. He can decipher a little bit. That's what Carsol, on the other hand, it's not the fluent understanding, but like broken English type. So, yeah. Yeah, for the rest of the party, upon tomorrow directing them to look around and shop, is there anything that the party plans to buy in the store?
Caldur is just looking around. After spending quite a bit, I think I'm good for now.
How about tomorrow?
Studded leather?
Are you looking for studded leather? Are you proficient with studded leather? Light armor, basically. If you're proficient with light armor, you could.
Yeah, I think that's like armor, right?
Yeah, that's light armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see studded leather in the rack, just right on the right side, and when you touch that, you lift. Mirai just points over to your right side, and as Tomorrow sees, and Mirai just continues 45 gold.
45?
Mm-hmm.
So she smiles, how about we do 40?
Roll me a persuasion.
Tiefling to tiefling.
Roll me persuasion. Yeah. Then
Nice.
he nods and is continuing in Infernal. Yeah. Tiefling to tiefling. Fair price. So yeah, you could have one studded leather for 40 gold. Just remove 40 gold. Yeah, and for the rest of the party,
Mm, actually, I'll check out any war hammers I can find.
okay. So you browse. Calderin browses along the weapon racks, and he finds the war hammers. Some of the weapon racks. He picks one up, and Mirai points at Calderin and goes. Oh, yeah, there we go. He goes. He tries to speak in common because Caldruin, he notices Caldruin Elion not understanding his infernal speech, and he goes, that 15 gold.
What kind of warhammer is it?
That ordinary. Me make 15 gold.
And just put it down and say, just browsing.
How about the Elion and Carsol? You have anything to buy?
None, we don't have gold. Ang mahal ng market eh. Ang mahal na ng buhay ngayon.
And so with that, yeah, just single purchase. The rest of the party. What does the rest of the party do at this point now?
Sorry,
Are
one
you
last.
done
Did he
tomorrow?
say what kind of creature will be unleashed?
He is not sure as well.
Okay.
He just nods his head.
Right.
He is not sure. Because that trident is one of a kind, and no one has reached 666 souls yet.
Oh my god, challenge accepted! Okay na ako.
So at this point, the party leaves Mirai and Hammer and Tongs blacksmith, and it's at this point. Is there anything else that the party plans to do or is going to do?
I think that's it, right?
For tomorrow, if it's already time to leave, instead of looking for feather rock, she's just gonna look for a guard, and then what she's gonna do is, di ba parang naka-pick up sila nung parang insignia from
Oh, the insignia
the
of
town.
oh yeah, the Greenest. Yeah.
And then she's just gonna like write on a little piece of paper that this one's on me, then a smiley face, then like a little drawing of an awkward little drawing of a tiefling that barely looks like her. Then she's going to ask or look for a guard to have it delivered to Featherock.
So what? Yeah, as you manage to find a guard as you guys make your way out of the Hammer and Tongs blacksmith, and you give the guard, and the guard just replies to tomorrow and says, "What is this for?"
This is for Featherrock, one of the merchants in the town.
I
Do
see.
tell him it's from the hero tomorrow.
Okay, so the guard just nods his head and will do, ma'am. Once he comes around town, I will make sure and give this to Castellan Escobert so that he would personally give it to Federa.
What did you give? Just a letter?
Yung parang nakapulot tayo ng greenest na
Insignia, yeah.
insignia.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Was there a note that you left?
Yeah, this one's on me. And then a drawing of tomorrow.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So, yeah, is there anything else the parties do for the rest of the day?
I'm ready to head to
The
the
staples.
staples. Yep.
We're ready to.
Ready. So,
Thank
you guys just spent the rest of the afternoon enjoying the view, chilling, drinking a bit of ale, enjoying each other's company. And at this time, it's already about the afternoon, nearing night. And you guys now approach the stables. And upon arriving at the stables, you are greeted by one of the familiar faces, Castellan Escobert. And he just goes, "Hi, welcome back." So I guess everyone is ready to leave. Right here is your the cart that is paid for by Leosin or Lanthar. And we've managed to load up as well the 30 pounds of protein. Why wonder how far you guys will be traveling with 30 pounds of protein? But anyway,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We have in our possession at the moment a couple of dragon eggs.
yeah,
So at this, tomorrow cuts him off and then laughs and she says, he's just kidding. He said he may be tiny, but he eats a lot of meat. Dwarves, am I right?
I scowl at tomorrow.
And then she looks at Cursol. Right?
I do an awkward smirk and yeah. She's right.
Oh well, as long as you guys can contain, and as long as you guys can feed those bloody buggers, I am in no position to seize them or question them. And since you've guys proven yourselves you could stand toe to toe with dragons, then yeah, they're your problem. But yes, I really do hope they don't come back here and raise terror. Just as what happened to the mill during the raid. Or there are some accounts that it wasn't the mill that burned down. I'm not sure. Very multiple accounts of that event happening. But it was meant to believe that the dragon was the one that burned down the mill.
Interesting.
So, is any one of you able to drive this thing? Who's will take the reins for this one?
Not really that great of a rider, but I mean,
Well, we
Manage.
do have a knight with us. I'm pretty sure she must have ridden a few war horses.
For the
So
good
she-
of the party,
Yes, there
I'll
we
take
go.
the reins.
Okay. Castellan Escobert just points over. He gives some of the rein to Elliot. He says, "Oh, they're all yours, and I hope You millers do well in stopping the cult. Greenest thanks you already for saving the town, saving its people. So good luck, and hope we cross paths again. And with that, the millers now make their way out of the town and on to El Torel. And that's where we take our first break. Take a first
Yeah.
quick break since you guys are now heading to El Torel. On the road, as they say.
Get ambushed by 5 dragons.
These are my children!
Well, we go back at 5. We run again at 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Take a break. Quick break. Be back at 5.
Yeah, I'll take a cigarette break. Be back.
Yes, sir.
Maybe.
Okay. We're back. So, where we left off, the party now is headed to the town of El Torel, and they left Greenest at night. So this is the trip would last a week. No, 6 days, because since you are on a carriage and on horseback. So Elion is driving the carriage at nightfall, and right beside her is Carsol, and at the back, along with the dragon eggs and the supplies, you have Tomorrow and Caldruid. You guys are now traveling to El Torel, and this is gonna be the first day. I'll count this as like day 1, and for this is on the journey to El Torel. Like what I try to do with the previous sessions is employ like a skills challenge. So I would just put this in a travels challenge. So each player would be able to utilize any skill that he or she has, that would aid the party on that day on traveling. So if you pass the certain difficulty challenge, that means the party has managed to end the day without any trouble, so to speak. So since this is the first day of the challenge, I would give it to the driver. So Elion, how did she assist the party in traversing the dark forests of the Greenfields?
Kasi ako yung nagmamaneho, no?
Yeah.
Just being careful, driving a carriage isn't exactly my forte, but I have accompanied the royal family towards various terrain before. So with open eyes and a careful driving.
Yeah, so you could roll me what skill would that driving go? I would say
Survival.
Animal handling.
You could go with animal handling. I would go with it, since you are more cautious with the horses, not to startle them at night.
It's 9. They're
Yeah.
hungry.
So with the 9, you manage to move at a constant pace. When they get afraid, when the horses get startled or afraid, you do your best to control them just to stay straight on the road. So you pass the challenge, and thus the whole party, just traverses straight, continues on with the night without any problem or any hiccup upon doing so. So then the next player, Carsol, you could give it a go now.
Sorry, what do we do?
Assist. how do you assist the party into traversing in this travel with your skill?
Okay, one sec.
Since what happened earlier was Elion managed to, soothe the startled horses with her animal handling skill, so that they won't panic and just, run at full speed, managing to toss out the carriage and the dragon eggs, and maybe along with Tomorrow and Caldruin, who knows. But she managed to control them in this portion of the night without any problem.
I just use prestidigitation to make the air more soothing for the horses so they don't panic.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
The 24.
Yeah. So with your prestidigitation, you also manage. So you guys, this first night, whole night, managed to move at a fast pace, a decent fast pace without any hiccup or any trouble. No bandits, no orcs, no any wild animals attacking. But after 3 hours of traveling, you guys suddenly, Elion pulls on the reins and everyone stops. The carriage stops, and right in front of her, she notices, since all of you have dark vision, correct? All of you have dark vision. You guys approach like a sea of elks, 19 elks, like blocking the road. Like there's this big batch of 19 elks. I don't know if you can see them.
Not really.
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Okay, wait, let me... Why aren't they showing? Let me go to exploration.
Too dark?
Is it too dark? Oh, maybe. Let me change the lighting. Is it too dark? There. How about that?
So dark.
Still, di ko pa din kita.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
I'll put it there.
No, I'm down.
19 elks. Boom. Blocking the road with your dark vision and all that.
Come on, baby dragons. Time to hatch.
19 elks blocking the road. So Elion pulls on the reins, the horses stop, and you are encountered with the 19 elks. And there is one of those elks within the sea of the 19 elks has golden antlers. And I want everyone to roll survival. We're in the outdoors. Nature check. Since one of the 19 has golden antlers.
I rolled a 3.
I got 8.
Okay. Tomorrow
I
and
got 21.
Elion. Yeah. Tomorrow and Elion. From your various travels, Elion being a knight who knows her land as well and being the one surveying before Carsol, and Tomorrow, her rogue nature of garnering wealth along the way. This elk with golden antlers, once sold to the proper merchant, has the value of 250 gold. So one of the 19 is there. It's in the sea of the elks right there, 19. So they're blocking your way. You guys can't proceed further since they are grazing on the grass at night. Oh, sorry.
I believe we found the meat to feed our eggs. I believe we found the meat we need to feed our eggs.
Might be a bit dangerous though. There's a lot of them and only four of us. If we go that route.
That's true. The elks might scare the horses. Let me check. Can I try to use thaumaturgy to cause some tremors in the ground? So I look to the team and I tell them of my plan to cause like those harmless tremors to at least stop them from grazing. And then I look over to Elion and then I nod to her that well, we shouldn't let this opportunity go to waste. Maybe we can try to catch at least one, the one that's lagging behind. What do you guys think?
Sure, if you guys can isolate one, then we can go for it. Hello?
The rest of her party were just staring at each other after that. Everyone was like, "What?"
Okay, let's go with your plan. But be gentle with it. We don't want them running in our direction now.
So I look at Carsol and Elion and I ask them, well, will you try to catch at least one, or
Yeah, we'll try our best.
so at this tomorrow nods and she starts to cast what's that called again?
I'm not sure. Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Yeah, she casts thaumaturgy to like cause some tremors in the ground. Yep.
Okay, roll.
What's the roll?
Thaumaturgy is a cantrip, right?
Instant?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's instant. Okay, you can just roll me a straight up Arcana.
Natural 1. Goodbye horses. Goodbye carriage. It's a 4. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Plus, it's a 1 plus 3. It's a 4.
So you managed to put your hand. Tomorrow managed to put her hand to the ground to create tremors. She focused all her might, and you feel the rumble and the shake. You guys feel the rumble and the shake on the ground, but it's not enough. So the elks are still continuing to graze. And what happens just is you guys, the eggs on the carriage though, started to roll and shake and bump into each other, and you can hear like cracks on them, like cracking, and some like liquid comes out from one of the eggs because of the shaking, and then some of the boxes as well as the supplies. You know, some of the meat like opens up and some like tosses out into Caldroin from at the back, like lunches a little bit with that, because the thaumaturgy really was just affected to the cart and to the horses. And Elion, you could roll me again another animal handling. Let's see if you could rein again on the horses from their panic. Yeah, so again, Elion with all her might after that shaking, she manages to control the horses from panicking from that very focused thaumaturgy shake on the cart, not on the elk. It didn't reach the elk.
Caldurin will step down the carriage and find a sizable rock, and I'm gonna try and throw towards somewhere here. Maybe a couple of rocks, like 3 rocks. Not towards any of the elk, just near them, just to scare them away.
So you could, you could just give me a straight up ranged roll.
Sorry?
Do you have a range attack roll? You could use that.
Ranged attack. Not really. I'm not attacking them, I'm just throwing right now.
You can just maybe you have a ranged roll. Do you have a weapon that's ranged? That's just a straight up dexterity roll. So that's a D20 since you don't have any modifiers pala on your dexterity. It's a D20 roll.
What's not bad? 17.
Yeah, so you manage to throw the rock, and it hits the huge boulder that one of the elk is standing. And yes, some of the elks, they're not surprised. They don't cause a stampede or anything. They slowly move. They clear the way, clear the pathway. So some of the elks move to the side, to the right side, and some to the left side, giving you a clear path to go forward. So they continue grazing though. They continue grazing to eat on the sides. Let me clear some of the road. Yeah.
Any other ideas, or do we just go our way?
And the golden elk right here is just right near here. Just up there. Right there, that's a golden elk. You can see it. So anyway, the road straight is clear. So what Calderon did, it managed to clear the pathway forward. But they're still continue grazing from the sides.
I guess we just continue then.
Yeah,
So
I
as-
guess we move forward na lang.
Okay.
Were you planning to fight the elks? I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, so Elion carries on.
Well, unless
What? Can't I
you guys
go
wanted
down? Can't I go down and try and get the golden elk? I thought I was gonna go down and kill them.
Oh, you didn't mention you went down from the cart. That's why. I mean, I didn't. I also don't know what you guys plan to do. So I was just
me
trying to
too.
push ahead as well.
I thought you guys wanted to isolate one and then
Yeah.
kill one, right? But they're not isolated. So if you have any other plan,
I do
how to
have
do
a
that.
plan. I go down.
okay.
What plan?
Like, I go down and brandish my sword and move slowly closer to the animal. And I use champion challenge.
Champion challenge on the golden elk.
On all of them. Or wait, no. As a bonus, I think. Boy.
You want to fight all of them?
Well, can I? I mean, they can't move, right?
They can move. They're just eating.
Yeah,
just
but
eating.
if I challenge all of them, they can't move.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Food for my babies.
Okay. So Elion goes down. Is there a role for champion challenge?
No.
Is it your ability? It's a daily one.
Yes. They get saving throws.
What's the saving throw does the elk need to do?
DC 12.
Okay. So I would roll. So the elks would roll for that. Okay. So describe how the champion challenge happens on Elion, or how does it happen?
So I go down, slightly annoyed that there's so many elks in front of our carriage, and like seeing the opportunity as we do need to feed 3 baby dragons. Like I move forward slowly and like I don't know, get the attention of the elks and like point decidedly go closer to their sort of, I don't know, leader, the golden elk thing. And shout or just get their attention and motion for the rest to follow me and kill all of these elks for food.
So as Elion yells with her battle cry, all the elks stand in. Does the elks have fear? No. Yeah, they stand in fear at the sight of Elion. And because Champion Challenge was successfully casted, since all the elks failed the wisdom saving throw, they are unable to move from where they stand, rendering them shocked.
Finally, the exciting part. And can I try to hit the golden elk now?
Okay, you can roll for your attack.
Yeah. 17.
That's a hit. You can roll for damage.
6.
So, you sliced off one of the elk. With
That's the golden.
Yeah, the golden
Gold
one.
elk, right?
The golden elk over here in front of you. You try to slice it down. It's still big, but you might manage to cut a deep cut on one of its side. But the elk is still standing and still afraid to move. The rest of the party, is there anything you've seen? The whole event transpired in under 6 seconds.
I'm just surprised because I thought we were just going to pass through, lure one, and then leave. So I'll just be ready to, I don't know, heal Elion if it gets down to it. But never tried to hunt down animals, so I don't know exactly how to go about it, except support Elion.
At this tomorrow, just like she just sits back, like leans on one of the horses, and she says, well, looks like you could handle it. I may kill people, very bad people, but not really fond of killing innocent creatures, and might stain my dress. Must be a great, something you could do, something you're heaps better at. Don't worry, I'll watch over the dragons for you. So she moves closer to the dragon eggs and, just inspects them. And, but she does take out her daggers just in case.
And Carsol.
I'll just cast Firebolt onto our golden elf.
Okay, that's a level 1 spell, right?
Cantrip.
Firebolt or ball?
Bolt. Bolt.
A bolt. Yeah.
Yeah. Cantrip.
That is. Yeah. Is you have a range spell, right? Range spell attack.
Range spell. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, make the roll. You have to make the range spell attack. Oh, that's the damage. You firebolt to hit first. There we go.
Oh yeah.
So 18 is a hit, and you can roll for damage on the golden elk. Okay. So as Carsol, okay, I need to give. As Carsol lines up his spell, he targets the. Oops, sorry. He targets and casts Firebolt on the. There we go. Is it gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Firebolt right there. Casts Firebolt and hits the golden elk. The elk burns up and eventually dies. And upon the dead body of the burning golden elk, the rest of the elk, out of fear, just scatters in all multiple directions. And yeah, you only killed the golden elk right there, unless some other people react to the fleeing other elks.
I use my action or reaction. I don't know. Can I do that?
Do you have a reaction? You didn't set a reaction to...
I have an opportunity attack.
what
Anything that passes by me, I get to slash.
Okay, you could hit the closest elk, which is this one. But the other elks are fleeing. So,
Okay.
I could roll for an attack right there.
Do I still need to hit?
You need to roll first to hit, then the damage.
I've got 11.
11, that's a hit, then you roll for damage.
Oh. Can I just use 9?
That's a 5. So,
Okay.
no. So you hit the elk for 5 points of damage. You manage to slice off one of its legs. It falls down because it's only imbalanced right now. So it's going for 3 legs. And you could do another attack with advantage this time since you have since it's already prone on the ground. While the rest of us, the other elks, are just fleeing out of the scene.
I kill it.
Mhm.
I think.
You could roll again, 1 for hit.
24.
Yeah, then you roll for damage. That would be 8. And yeah, you manage to cut off its head and kill the second elk. So basically, you guys managed to have 1 dead golden elk and the other ordinary elk dead as well.
Nice.
Go.
Guess we're having venison for dinner.
And so with that, I want tomorrow to roll me survival. And since at this point in time, it's I guess best to set up camp from this the distance that you've traveled is well enough for a rest for your first.
How
day.
long have we been traveling for?
I would say this could be the first day of 6.
Okay.
So day 1 of 6. So it's a good time to take a break, and since you take a rest for the whole party, since you guys have traveled long enough and with the driving skills of Elion managed to avoid any like major accidents or incidents along the way. So you
I
guys
rolled a
have
1. Let's see.
on the campsite
Oh.
on the survival.
Tomorrow is a rich rogue who steals. She stays in hotels and inns. Wala siyang alam sa camp, guys.
Okay, so as the first campsite that Tomorrow suggested, Carsol looks at it and you see it's very rocky, uneven terrain. It's on a slope. And it's as if you can't even rest well for the night. You don't know where to park the carriage. And yeah, Carsol just, I assume, looks over and yeah.
Tomorrow like looks at the party and she goes like, well, you guys weren't being specific with what kind of campsite you wanted. Technically, every place can be a campsite, right?
Could I assist with that?
Okay, you can just try.
Do I roll
pray
or
over-
advantage?
I pray over the dead elves while also Nighthill is getting their energy. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, Caldroin can roll with no, tomorrow you could roll with advantage this time since Caldroin is helping you now.
Oh
Look
my
for
god.
a better.
Yes, that's
I
another
need
roll.
the help of the whole party. Survival.
Yeah, survival. You do with advantage.
7.
You have another one. You have advantage.
Ay, okay. 1 ulit. 3 ulit.
My goodness.
Pwede kong gamitan ng enhanced ability si Tomorrow para target
Or-
some wisdom check. Di ba wisdom?
Or,
Yeah, wisdom ang survival yan.
bakit ako yung magsiset ng camp?
Well,
Pagod na ako mag-drive.
oh, Elion is busy chopping up the venison, and
Praying for them.
Carsol just used his firebolt spell. So basically, the free members of the party at this moment is you and Caldroin.
Yeah, I think we can settle camp here. And I point towards whatever crappy corner Tomorrow found. We have the carriage on the way, so
Yeah. So you guys manage at this point to set up camp. Well, after the venison has been cut to pieces and you guys manage to clean out a very dirty, uneven terrain camp. I don't know, you did some extra work with that. Caldruin may have cleared up some rocks. Tomorrow may have cut out some branches in order to, make it a very accommodating campsite. But you all managed to take a break and a rest. You guys started up a campfire right between some point in the woods, not far from the road, and the carriage is safe. And you also have the eggs pala on with you guys. Yeah, wait, I did not set the eggs yet. I'll put you there. So you guys managed to set up camp for a while. There. So may konting like makeover room clean up happening before you even settled dun sa camp. So as you guys set up, you could now. Do you have rations? You could which reduce one ration from your character
Oh,
sheet.
yeah.
As you guys are now eating for the night. And as you guys, yeah.
Ano ulit yung color ng mga dragon eggs?
The dragon eggs is one is a blue, red, and purple. No, or blue, red, and black. Yeah, blue,
Like,
red, and black.
tomorrow, what she does is like while they're in camp, she like takes out like the red dragon egg and she just like caresses it. Good boy.
We pet the blue egg.
May Miguel, I guess.
Huh?
Hindi, nothing.
Yeah, I'll just I'll take watch while I eat my ration.
So as you guys are eating for dinner, and Caldruin is looking watch for any bandits or any other creature that could attack or stalk your party. Caldruin, you could give me a perception. You have dark vision, right? You could do it with advantage.
Okay, good, because that was a shit roll. Perception. That's better. 16 plus 4, 20.
Yeah. So for Caldruin, while the rest of the party are eating their dinner and rations, have you guys removed pala one ration na from your inventory, no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we need to rations? We just slaughtered the venison.
Oh, you could you could remove the rations for now, so I could track, and then I would record the venison as another extra ration. Depends on how I divide it, on how we divide it. Maybe for now, just for tracking purposes, you could remove one ration, since that's more up my speed on computation and balancing. Because I don't know pa how. Wait. Yeah.
I removed 2 rations from my inventory.
Okay,
One
that
for
would cover Alien, yeah. Yeah. Since also, even if you chop up the venison, do you have the supplies in order to cook a dish with venison?
Yes.
Fire?
So it's raw.
We have fire. Yeah, but in their box.
Yeah, that's for fire. But yes, so you managed to eat rations. That's the better route, unless you guys want to risk. So as you guys are eating your dinner for the first night, and Caldruin guards the camp, watches out as for any suspicious bad actors to invade the camp. Nothing in his first watch happens. And yeah, who would take the second watch of the night?
Nah, tomorrow can.
So as tomorrow makes the second watch, who is going to bed first?
How do you mean?
Sleeping. Because I assume at this point in
I
time.
assume everyone else, right? Other than the one watching.
Oh, so after how's the position of the watch? So it's Caldruin tomorrow, and then the third watch,
Me.
Elion, and then last would be Carsol. So yeah, so as you guys are, on the first watch of Caldruin, as Caldruin is patrolling the grounds, is there any thing happening on the camp between you three? or are you guys all like just quietly eating, minding your own business, like?
I'll probably, as I stand watch, well, I guess I'll be sitting down, eating my way through my meal slowly. I'll glance every now and then to the camp, um, just because Carsol and Elion, they're still technically they're still strangers, and Calderon is very well. He's not easily trusting of people, especially new ones. So, like, he's keeping guard. Like, all of his items are like close to him. So at the moment's notice, he could spring forward if needed.
For the rest, any conversations, small talks?
I just enjoy the ration and eat in silence.
Is it
Tito
the
Marsh
same?
just like watches like the dynamic between Carsol and Elion. And is there anything that I can notice, like about the two of them? Anything peculiar or different from how people from the Sword Coast act or things like that?
Then that's Elion and Carsol. Is there any difference in how you guys rest in camps?
Right now, Alien's just like helping me because I'm the source of the problem why our kingdom turned to stone. So she also knows this and is annoyed, but also has no choice. So right now we're like off to a rocky start.
Or when it comes to since you guys are from the southern portion, is there like a cultural or practice that you do differently from the people of the north in the Sword Coast?
So since we're new to this region, we're not familiar with the customs, so maybe some of the customs are the same. So we just keep watch of our surroundings and check on the nuances of those around us.
So for tomorrow, you
I
try
don't
your
know this
best. You don't know it. It's like
Ano ba? Ako.
this one even I as a DM I don't know. Is the same as the Sword Coast, or are they just in the same land? They're just basically the same America, even though it's in the west or east. I even don't know anymore. It's like, do you have any like tradition or practice that you do differently? Like, for example, in camps, usually in the Sword Coast, they skin off. Depends on the race. Sometimes dwarves want their meat with skin on, while humans obviously they want the practice of skinning first the animal to save, and then the prime parts are cut into better pieces as to like certain dishes, certain parts. So if that's the case, is just like the Sword Coast.
Okay. Okay. So I don't notice anything
Not
sa kanila.
anything. No,
Okay.
it's just it's
Okay,
just the same. Kumbaga yung nilaga sa Sword Coast is the same as the nilaga in none different. Same flavor.
Got
So,
it.
yeah. So that's the first part, first night of guard of Caldroin. Second night tomorrow. You could roll for perception.
Second night or
First, second watch.
Second
sorry.
watch.
Second watch.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Beep, 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 beep.
Don't roll a one, please.
Don't mix it. Ayan, okay. Good, good.
So the second
But
watch
it depends.
goes okay.
Ayun, 21.
Yeah, it was okay. You hear the bats and basically the crickets with your dark vision as well. You don't see any threats, immediate threats. And at this point, Caldroin is already taking his rest, sleeping. And between Carsol and Elion, who is still awake? I assume that would be Elion since she's gonna be on the third watch. So Carsol now is in his, as an elf, that would be meditation. Since elves don't really sleep, they meditate, so they're also half awake and half asleep. Basically, they're like almost like dogs who are still alert even though they are resting. So yeah, between tomorrow and Elion, before the night, the shift change, is there any conversation or small talk between the both of you?
That is tomorrow is like, you guys did say that you're here because you're cursed. So she just like eyes them, hoping that like seeing if they'll be interested in, like continuing.
Hello?
They turn to stone. Suddenly turn to stone.
Kanina pa pala kami nagsasalita dito, hindi nyo kami naririnig.
Yeah, ngayon lang.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
Okay. So, ayun. I motion to like get closer to tomorrow because it's my turn for the shift and like just being my stoic, I don't know, night self that like it's hey, you should get some rest. It's my turn to take guard of our party.
So at this, tomorrow just looks at her pointedly and she goes like, well, if you're very secretive about whatever it is that you're doing here, then it's none of my business, but as long as you guys don't cause any trouble, I guess. So she just like waves her hand off and walks towards the
I
sleeping
tell
area.
her, my duty to the kingdom of, is important to me. Even if my prince is my prince.
Well, interesting relationship you guys have there. Hopefully, you guys sort it out. She just smiles awkwardly and, she nods and she walks off.
Okay. That's and for the third watch,
Cool.
Elliot, you could roll now for your perception.
I got a 12.
Yeah. So with the 12, you managed to hear some growls. Owl bears, perhaps. regular bears, perhaps strolling around. But you managed not to attract the attention toward the camp. You managed to hide, and luckily, these creatures, nocturnal as they are, didn't grab the attention of the camp, nor you. So, Elion might have had a sigh of relief as she grasps her blade, ready to strike if ever the owl bear or the regular bear decides to attack. And now, as she walks back and returns in order to wake up Carsol for his shift, the last before the day breaks, you manage to, upon arriving and trying to touch Carsol to wake him, you see him sweating profusely and twitching in his sleep. He is having the usual nightmares, the same with Larae, the visions of apocalyptic nature and the visions of the Sunset Mountains, the statue from the cave, the information on Beregost, everything running through the various dreams, cutting in and out. As Carsol, you could see his eyelids moving in his meditative trance. It's moving left and right really fast.
Oh.
Hmm?
I see this and rightfully go near him to wake him up, I guess,
Yes.
out of concern.
As you are shaking him to wake him up, rocking his body forward and back, calling out his name in order to respond
Wake up!
to any reaction that you are doing. He is still deep in his trance and his dream. He is in it, visualizing everything. He can see some of the leaders of the cult, all five, including Resmir, and along with the head of the cult of the dragon, along with some like Adsbarajos. He can also see visions of the great fight of the massive Tiamat roaring over Sword Coast and down to burning everything in its path. The five heads of Tiamat inflicting various elemental damage, the chaos it brings out. And then also in the dreams of Carsol, he also sees that the rest of the party, fighting this deity, this huge dragon with hordes and hordes of cultists with various different kinds of dragons. And as everything is going on inside Carsol's mind, certain magic surges around him. Elion stops her shaking of Carsol as we notice some energy forming around Carsol, emerging. He's still deep in his trance, in his meditation. The 3 dragon eggs are now shaking profusely near the fire. Caldruin and Tomorrow still asleep like babies, still out cold. They're really tired, especially Caldruin and Tomorrow, who are out cold or really resting deep inside. Elion sees this Carsol in this meditative trance, magic surging from his body, all 3 dragon eggs shaking out really wildly, and then suddenly the eggs crack open, and now we see the 3 dragons roaring with this each elemental: blue for the water, red for fire, and the
shit.
black for the darkness.
Oh shit.
They emerge from the eggs.
This and
Yes.
get on my feet in alert, and I don't know. I use my aura of command to and shout to the nearest tent, like command. Ano ba pwede? Uh, I don't know, like, oh, come, everyone, something, and like.
With she stuttering her words as she commands, and these three dragons emerge from those broken eggs, preparing to attack with each elemental. That's where we're gonna end for today.
Attack!
Yeah, that's where we end for today.
Di ba pa parang ako yung mommy nila? Like, oh, it's mom!